government wanted nothing to do with this back in the day. Nothing. This wasn't a famous American icon before. It was this enormous statue. So that armored torch was already built in 6 years in the middle of Madison Square, the parking and having for 6 years, advertising for advertising. You can go to Madison Square, Fragile Living, you will see one photo after the public park and the park. You can just go to the one line. It's part of the skyscraper of Manhattan was over 6 years. Interest in the statue was minimal, but it was very slow coming in. Until Joseph Pulitzer, the newspaper publisher, came up with a brilliant marketing idea. He said he would publish the name of every man, woman, or child in his newspaper who gave even 1 penny worth of pedestal. Documented, it was a totally opportunity to nobody's name for free back then. Unless you're one of the most richest and powerful people in America, the Robert Power and the Still for the first time in American history, the poorest people in America, the immigrant population in New York City, to the printing and graphic newspaper as the richest people. And that struck a profound chord in the immigrant population. And the immigrants started rushing to the newspaper offices and getting whatever they could for the pedestal. And they would drop by over and over and over again, so they see the name in print over and over and over again. Over 80% of the cost of the pedestal is paid for in donations of under $1 from the poorest people in New York. The immigrants pay for that pedestal, and they raise the money in 5 months. So she holds a torch of freedom in one hand, a Declaration of Independence in the other, 7 spikes on her crown represent the 7 continents of the earth. And you can't really see from this angle that she's standing on a broken chain of slavery. It's made of copper. It was copper colored when it went up like a shiny new penny. Turned totally green by the 1920s. That's what happens to copper in the salt air. It turns green. And this is salt air. We're at sea level here. Very thin copper. If you stack 2 pennies on each other, that is how thin it is. 3/32 of an inch, or 2.3 millimeters. Copper that thin cannot stand on its own without an inner structure, an inner iron structure holding it together. An inner skeleton, if you will. Another man engineered that inner structure, a man whose work you're very familiar with. Gustav Eiffel. Who went on to design the Eiffel Tower. And before the Eiffel Tower was the tallest iron structure in the world, the interior of the statue here was the tallest iron structure in the world. And this was the tallest thing around when one of those. Before skyscrapers, none of the cityscape was like this around here. This would be the first thing anybody would see coming into these waters. For years and years, we were told that the woman who posed as a model for the statue was the sculptor's mother. That was the general theme for years and years. You see, most books will say his mother posed for it. But just last year, the Smithsonian Institution in Washington unearthed new evidence that supports a very different scenario. This will either blow your mind, open your mind, or maybe give you peace of mind, depending on where you stand on the subject. But apparently, the first woman to pose as a model for the statue was an Egyptian Muslim woman. The statue was supposed to go to Egypt. Bartoli was resculpted as Egypt rejected it. He added Declaration of Independence or whatever to make an American symbol. Turned out her robes, which my whole life I thought was some sort of Roman robes, turned out to be the traditional robes of Egyptian female slaves, which is why she's standing on a broken chain of slavery. That started out as an image of a newly freed Egyptian slave woman that was supposed to stand at the Suez Canal, and has now morphed into the greatest American symbol we've got. For generations and generations, a trip to the statue for everybody. Now, going to the island there, going inside and climbing up, that's generally what it meant if you said you were doing the statue, going in and up. From the day it opened in 1886 to September 11, 2001. And then after that horrific day of 9/11, 2001, it all came to a crashing halt.